South Korea's rise to power is one of the most dramatic success stories of the modern world. In the early 1950s, after the Korean War, South Korea was extremely poor, heavily dependent on foreign aid, and had little industry. Few could imagine that within a few decades it would become a global economic, technological, and cultural powerhouse. The transformation began with a strong focus on export-led growth, producing goods not just for domestic use but for the world. The government played a central role. During the 1960s to 1980s, South Korea followed a state-guided industrial strategy where the government worked closely with large family-owned business groups called chaebols like Samsung, Hyundai, LG, and SK. These companies received cheap loans, protection, and support, but only if they succeeded in exports. Failure meant support was cut. This performance-based model pushed firms to become globally competitive very fast. Education was another key pillar. South Korea invested massively in universal education, science, and engineering, creating a highly skilled and disciplined workforce. High literacy, strong math and science training, and a culture that valued education allowed the country to move from making cheap goods to producing high-tech products like semiconductors, smartphones, cars, ships, and displays. Today, South Korea is one of the world's leaders in R&D spending as a share of GDP. Technology and innovation supercharged its power. South Korea became a global semiconductor giant, controlling critical parts of the global chip supply chain. It also leads in 5G infrastructure, batteries, shipbuilding, and electronics, making the country strategically important to global industries. These technological strengths give South Korea not just wealth, but geopolitical influence. South Korea also benefited from U.S. security support, which allowed it to focus on economic development while relying on American military protection against North Korea. This stability attracted investment and allowed long-term planning. Over time, South Korea transitioned from authoritarian rule to a stable democracy, improving institutions, transparency, and global trust. Beyond economics and military strength, South Korea built enormous soft power. Through K-pop, K-dramas, films, gaming, fashion, and food, Korean culture spread worldwide. This cultural influence boosted tourism, exports, and national image, turning South Korea into a brand that people recognize and admire globally. In simple terms, South Korea became powerful because it combined disciplined government planning, global exports, world-class education, cutting-edge technology, strong alliances, and cultural influence. It didn't grow rich by chance. It built power, step by step, decade after decade.